everybody, it's Carla in Colorado. I know it's been a really long time. I apologize. I did get a message from Glennahan, asking if I was all right, and yes, I'm fine. I had some medication adjustments, which were good. I'm not tired anymore. Well, not like I was. I mean, I still get tired because, you know, we always think that we're 18 years old instead of breezing through our 50s. Anyhow, yeah, and then I got a contract job that was 4 weeks long or something like that, so didn't make very much money on that one, but whatever. I do have a lot to say, so before I say any of this cool stuff I have to share with you today, I got to tell you, all the links for everything I'm about to blab about are going to be down in the description below, so feel free to stop me at any time, you know, because I do yammer on, and go check out whatever it is that's on there, unless you're stitching. Well, then by all means, please let me yammer on. Okay, so the last time I did a video, I believe, was in March. I'm not sure. But I'm going to show you this stuff anyway. So, what do I start with? Oh, I forgot to grab my target. One moment, please. To put you on hold. Okay. So, I've been cross-stitching like a little bit, but then I've been really obsessed with things. And one of the things I've been obsessed with is my Fire and Ember stitch along that I'm doing with my girl Jody and my girl Lenore over at Unconventional Cross Stitch, and I am seriously behind because this is supposed to be finished in October, and I am currently on, I don't know if you can see this right here. That is the edge of the last page at the top. So it's page A7, and it is the July 2017 page. So I'm slowly catching up, and I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but I just got claws down here a couple days ago, so super stoked. So, and the reason there's glitter, you can see the glitter on there. I used glitter gel pens to highlight the different colors on 2 pages ago, and now it's sparkling on my fabric. You can see that. Yeah, you can. So there's that. And I forgot one more thing. Dang it. There we go. Had to have a little bit of iced tea too while I was at it. Okay, so unconventional cross stitch, working on that. Over at Carla and Lenore's Halloween Stitch Along, we finally announced the patterns, and those are Lenore asked Ashley if she would come up with something, because Ashley is a designer but doesn't normally do Halloween-y things. Even though she likes Halloween, she just hasn't designed anything for it yet. So Lenore asked her to do that, and so she had a little doodle that she had. Yeah, because Ashley's, if you've seen any of her drawings, you know that she doesn't draw, but she tried. And she created this little blackbird and pumpkin pattern. And then she got with 2 different artists. One is Cos of Sometimes Cosm on Tumblr, And the other one is Tomochi on DeviantArt. And of course, Ashley made the pattern. So I can show you this. I can't find the front page for it, and it's really small. But remember, the links are down below, so you can go link to it and join us on our Halloween stitch along. But here's the first one. Oops. So you can see the original right here, and then after the two artists got their hands on it, and then and made it really cute. But yeah, it's adorable, and I love those black cat patterns. So yeah, this is the first one I'm doing. And then, just to add some more fun, we asked Pippa at Lucky Star Stitches, and a lot of you may know her from Instagram. She has a bunch of Halloween patterns, and actually she has a new one, which is called Boo, the Boo Cat. So there's that one, and I think she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 6 Halloween patterns, and you can choose from any one of them, or you can do them all. Come join the stitch along. It'll just be fun. And then Happy Halloween. And I'm showing you these because these are the ones that I'm going to do along with Ashley's pumpkin. What is it called? I can't remember now. It is, I think it's called Pumpkin Doodle Bird or something like that, but it's, yeah, isn't that cute? Ah, I just have to stitch it. So for these ones, I went and I'm actually doing a product testing right now because I found this fabric at Hobby Lobby, and it's called Artiste 14 count Aida, and it's the white opal. So this is it, and I managed to cut enough pieces to where I could do all 3 of Lucky Star Stitches and Ashley's patterns all on the one thing. So that was a nice piece of fabric. So I'm gonna test the fabric and see how I feel about it. So we announced that. So the Halloween stitch along for Carla and Lenore's Halloween stitch along, such a long name. That begins on August 15th. So you still have plenty of time to decide if you want to join us. I mean, you don't have to do all the patterns. You could just pick one and do that. That's fine. Or you could be like me and hog a bunch and do a bunch, because last year was a record for me. I did 5 because I'm insane. Well, you think I'm gonna stop there, don't you? I'm not. I'm gonna go berserker, and I'm doing the three Lucky Star Stitches, the one by Ashley, and then in September I am co-hosting on Unconventional Cross Stitch Zombie Milkshake Halloween Stitch Along. Look at that. Ah! So fun. And I'm going to stitch it on this 25 count Lugana just to make it super gross, because it is a zombie shake after all. Let me get the actual picture up for you. Do-de-do-de-do, Here it is. Put this like this so you can see it really well. So there it is, rawr. And there is a matching needle minder to this, so if you go to Unconventional Cross Stitch website, get the needle minder that goes with it, because that's just fun. I believe I have a square one right now. One moment, please. It's all going to be about one moment. Okay, so you get to see what the square glass, it's flat, square, in a frame, looks like. But for me, they're kind of heavy. And I really, really love the button style that Jody's come out with. So I'll put this up close. And there it is. And just to give you a side view, it's flat, so your needles don't, you know, spin around or go anywhere. It's a really strong magnet too, so there's that. Put it right here. So Carla and Lenore's Halloween Stitch Along starts August 15th. Jody's Unconventional Cross Stitch Halloween Stitch Along starts in September. I'll have to get the date for that, or you could just go to Unconventional Cross Stitch and get that, but September, I believe it is September 1st. I don't remember. Anyway, okay, so that's the announcements for the stitch-alongs that are happening. And the other part of Unconventional Cross Stitch that's going to be happening pretty soon is we're going to be having like a stitch-a-thon to see who could stitch the most in a 9-day period. So it's 2 weekends. So you're going to have, like, you'll start Friday night and you'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, 10 days. Yay, score. And on Sunday evening, you have to post how many stitches you did along with the before and after pictures, that sort of thing. And we decided to do this, and what we're going to do is I'm going to provide one of my stitchy bags, and what comes in the stitchy bag, this is actually a prize that was won by Ashley herself for being awesome. You get a biscornu made by me. You get, not this off there, okay. You get this micro needle book. I don't know if you can see that very well. And it comes with 2 size 26 John James needles inside. And Jody's going to throw in a needle minder, and then the other thing that comes in here is a pair of scissors with a scissor cover. And I like to throw in a little sack of various beads because you never know when you're going to need a bead. So I only have a couple sacks of these beads left, so those went fast. So yeah, that's what you're going to get if you join us in the the Unconventional Cross Stitch Stitch-a-thon. So for those of you who are already a member of that group, get your stuff together because you could be winning one of these. And, okay, this is the other thing I've been really obsessed with other than Fire and Ember. These project bags, okay. I saw a video by Calico Stitches on how to make a project bag because I really wanted to make one, and her video just happened to be there. It was like serendipity, and I was like, ooh, I'll watch this. And she made it look super easy. Well, it was, but I could be a dum-dum in my exuberance, which is a blessing and a curse all at the same time. I just wanted to do it really fast. So I made a bunch that were, they're actually cool. I got this vinyl, it was on sale. No, I had a coupon which cut the price in half. It was 50% off one regularly priced item, and it was the most expensive item in the cart, so I got it for half off. And anyway, so here's the inside and the back side. And I did this fun different color inside, even though you kind of can't tell because the colors kind of blend, but I really love the orange zipper. I'm going to make a matching project bag to go with the stitching bag, so it's all going to match, matchy matchy. and that'll be the grand prize for the person who stitches the most during the stitch-a-thon on unconventional cross stitch. So if you aren't a member of the unconventional cross stitch group and want to get in on this at the end of July, Irma Gerd, you need to like get into that group, go grab a pattern, because that girl, oh, somebody's calling me, hang on. Okay, so great phone call from Crystal. Hi, Crystal. And I totally forgot where I was at. I think I was talking about the stitchy bag. Oh, so, and the project bag that are going to match. And I found this super wonderful fabric that I believe is somewhat unconventional cross stitch worthy, and you can see the sparkles on it. Yes, isn't that pretty? Ooh. Yes, so both the project bag and the stitchy bag are going to be made with that fabric, so it's going to be gorgeous. And now you all need to know about the obsession with project bags, seriously. So my Lizzie Kates are in here, Stitching Pirates pirate ship right here. Isn't that fabric pretty? And it's shiny gold, you can't really see it, but wait, maybe you can. Just really pretty. And then I'm going to be stitching up Blue Angel Mermaid, so I have that kitted up and ready, and of course it's in blue. And then of course Sedna Fail in here, and I did an accent fabric right here, really cool fabric here. I can hear you, Crystal. That's kind of tie-dye. I'll have one of those, please. And then my friend Magical had sent me this fun fabric right here a couple of years ago, actually, for a different project. And then it turned out that the person I was making that particular project for didn't want it like that, so, or didn't want this fabric. So I decided to use it, and I put tapestry in here. And then here's another one of these guys with a different accent fabric here with the zipper for spring. There we go. Sorry about, what am I apologizing about the glare? I mean, the sun's shining, for crying out loud. Then, okay, I have this collection of poppy patterns now because, you know, I love poppies. And I had picked up this poppy fabric, and I took Calico Stitches measurements and I added an inch all the way around and came out with this great big huge bag. Now you see this front cover, it's not like the vinyl on these guys, right? I mean, I love this vinyl, but this is actually made from, remember the bags I got last year? Because I really like these bags. They're super cool and you can see through them and everything. And then, of course, I got obsessed with these because I could use my machine. Anyway, I took that vinyl, I took the bag apart and used it for the front. Far less expensive than buying that vinyl, I'll tell you what. And then all of the patterns fit in here. And let me just give you an idea of what's in here. There's a lot in here, and I intend on stitching every one of them at some point. I'm also going to be using the 14 count, what is it called? Wait, where's the card? The card. It's in here somewhere with the fabric. Let me get in the fabric, yes. 14 count Ada Gold Dusted, and it's that Charles Craft fabric. Super stiff, nice and sparkly, but I want all my poppies to be on the same fabric. So the first one I will be stitching is this one from, and I told you guys about this last year, but for those of you who haven't watched the beginning videos where I blab on for 5,000 hours, this actually came into being because of a conversation my friend Jody at Unconventional Cross Stitch and I were having about someone I had a problem with at work. So, proud to be a tall poppy. That's me. And I know a lot of you are like this, where, you know, you sit at the front of the class, you're an overachiever. Sorry. That would be me. Anyway, I had to make a larger bag for all my poppy patterns and poppies. You'll never believe what I found in my yard. I haven't even planted my poppy seeds yet, but there's a poppy in my yard. Well, can't even call it a yard or a garden or anything. It's just whoever planted the grass that is in the front and on the side of the house and here in the backyard. I think they planted crabgrass, because once it starts getting hot, it immediately dies. It's just this horrible, scrubby, icky grass. So at some point, we are going to have some guys come in and rip off that top layer and get rid of all the weeds and stuff. And we're going to re-rock the whole area where all the rock is and everything, and under my RV, and then and plant or have them lay down Kentucky bluegrass, which does really well. I mean, the entire neighborhood has beautiful lawns, and then there's our house, and it looks so ghetto and stupid. And people don't realize it. You know, it's not the kind of grass we want. It's just because the guy planted horrible grass. Ugh. Anyway, you water it until there's no more water on the planet. That grass is dead. Okay. So you saw the fabric, you saw the bags, and now, drum roll please, the most exciting part of today's Floss Tube video are my floss pads. They are ready, they've been tested. Get some floss, I'll test it in your face. Grab some floss. Here's a big chunk right here. Got a couple bobbins. Okay. So, random spot check. Some of these, like this, would be in with the green section in my Etsy store because it's got a green back, but it's stars or it's green. So, take your floss. And if you look at the pictures on my Etsy store, the floss pad is actually stuck. I just stuck it there. I didn't like pin it or anything on the back of my couch right here and stuck the floss on there. Okay, you really have to shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. But I'm super excited. The only thing I'm not excited about with these ones is when I washed them, they shrunk up a little bit. And so I had to lower the price on these because I don't feel that it's right to charge more for tiny floss pads. But there's enough on here. Let me put some bobbins on so you can see. You can get quite a few bobbins on there, plus your loose floss. Stick that on there so you can see. So, you know, they'll stay on there regardless. But they've been fluffy dried, so now they are now usable. But you can see, you can still get a bunch of floss on this little guy, but I am going to make another batch that is bigger. Me personally, I like a 10 by 10 size. That seems to be perfect for a lot of my medium-sized projects. I've had too much iced tea today. And but this one, you know, you can put it on the arm of your chair, or even pin it on your arm. I don't know. But like the description says, cats and babies seem to like these because, you know, it's soft flannel. So it's a smoke-free, pet-free zone here in my RV, and I did wash it with the natural soap. Well, no, I used the Tide Natural, whatever that stuff is, where it doesn't have like the foo-foo perfumes and stuff, so they just smell clean and not chemical clean, if that makes sense. So they're ready. I also put the chickie bags back in the, well, this one back in the store. It's the last one I had. Now everything's sliding down on me. And then, of course, the bigger one. This one is straw and this one is brick. And I'm going to put them up here so you guys can see the size difference. So you see, this one is much bigger, which is why it's a little bit more expensive. But now, if you want to go, you know, get your floss pad, they're super cheap right now. When I make the bigger ones, you're really going to love the fabric and stuff on that. So if you want to run a tester, you know, and get one of these so you can see if you actually like this and want to get one of the bigger ones, that'd be cool too. Super happy with them. I am so happy with these. I just did some spot checks to make sure they're all functioning properly. Like, let's see. We've got these orange ones that they look like homespun, and they work just the same. It's all flannel, and both sides work, so, you know, you could have it stuck on the back or stuck on the front, however you want to stick it. That didn't sound right. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, like, she doesn't sound very sorry. I am. Okay, so I think that's all I have for you today. So Halloween Stitch Along with Carla and Lenore begins on August 15th. So join that group and get your patterns and your fabric and your goodies together. And Unconventional Cross Stitch Halloween Stitch Along with Zombie Shake starts in September. I'm forgetting something. Oh, the chicken bags and the floss pads are now available in the Etsy store. And Stitchy Bag and Project Bag combo prize for the Unconventional Cross Stitch Stitch-a-thon that's going to happen at the end of July. So there's a lot going on this summer and at the end of the summer, and just fun. It's all fun. It's going to be fun. So I'll try not to take so long making another Floss Tube video. I was working and I had a death in the family, and so I wasn't really in a right mind. In my right mind. Although the death happened just recently, so, you know, I figured let's do some fun stuff, and it really helps because work will set you free. Or so someone says. Who says that? Stephen King? I don't know. Anywho, go to the Etsy store, go to Facebook, join the Unconventional Cross Stitch group, join Carla and Leo's Halloween Stitch Along, and I will see you next time. So until next time, keep on stitching.